my name is Lakay and I thought I would do a quick update of what I have been busy with. If you clicked on this video, you probably know what prop trading is all about. My friend recently told me to have a look at these, maybe discuss a couple of things. Everyone here, prop firm ready as well. Most of them really always try, and there we go, another prop firm ready. Everyone is trying to optimize their EAs for prop trading. Now, some of them do have some decent back testing. I have had a look at some of them. This doesn't look bad, although I'm not too sure what strategy it uses, but normally you have grid that looks kind of this way. But the problem is I don't want to spend so much money. I don't want to spend $1,300 on an EA and I cannot test it. I mean, you can do back testing, but you don't have a free trial period to actually test it. So yeah, I decided to create my own. These are the inputs. I'm going to have it available for you guys in the description. It's not going to be free. I'm still working on it, but I'm probably going to have it up for $5 while I am polishing some things. So when I have the final product, probably going to list it here. If you don't know, I do have some products up on MQL5. So these are the general prices that things go for. So it's probably going to end up in this price range at some point, but it's available now for $5. I'll have the source code available for you guys because it does help having feedback. But in any case, this is what I've been working on. It has this, with this current setting, it was optimized with 4 indicators. However, there are 5 in total. So I am running some optimizations, not on this PC. I'm running it on my server because the optimizations take sometimes takes 2 to 3 days because it runs through thousands of different variations of the currency, of the time frames and currency pair and all of those little details. So currently I'm optimizing for Euro USD, but I will have it optimized for gold and pound and basically the majors, the Forex major pairs. This is a backtest I ran just from 2022. It's a little bit choppy, but there is no risky strategy involved. There's no martingale, there is no grid, there is no funny business. Yeah, we currently have 11%. Depends, we've got 18% relative drawdown, and then we have a 11% drawdown. So this is in 2 years. We're using 0.5% of the capital to place our trades, and these are our indicators. So we've got moving average, the RSI, MACD, and stochastic, and then these are the current settings for them. When downloading this, I will have the set files included. With any new sets that do become available over time, I will add them there for different currency pairs or different risk strategies that you want to take. But this one is pretty good. I am happy with the drawdown is maybe a bit high, but we can always just reduce our trade size. So we can just say 0.2. So now 0.2% risk per trade. And let's just see how long this will take. Our drawdown should be a lot less. Okay, I might have to speed this up in the edit. However, now our maximal drawdown is 6.5% and our relative drawdown is 7.38%, and our profit amount is 21,000, starting 10,000. So it's roughly 10,000 a year or 100% increase annually, which is fairly good for prop trading because that works out to roughly 10% every month. And that's kind of what you are going for. Let's just check it within the past 2 months. Let's do April 1st until today's date. I just want to see what that graph looks like. Yeah, 20% in 2 months. What is our drawdown? 5%. So we had 5% drawdown. If this was in 1 day, for example, if we look at FTMO, we can't have more than 5% drawdown in 1 day. However, we do have a 10% drawdown overall. I think we would have done pretty good here. I'm going to be testing this on a prop account as well, just to see if we get past the challenge phase. If you want to test it yourself, you are more than welcome to. These settings are going to be the base set for Euro USD right now because they do yield the best results. If you were curious, I have been doing all of my optimizing since January 2020. So that is where everything is based on. The reason we don't have, I don't do 10 years or longer for the optimization is because it'll probably take weeks to do one backtest or one optimization for one time frame. So it's going to take a very long time, and there's just too much that happens within that period. So it's not a realistic time frame to test your EAs on. I would much rather just every 6 months or so just re-optimize, just to take the new market conditions into consideration and just make minor changes just to keep up with the current market conditions. This is basically what it looks like. At some points it does have a couple of valleys, which could mean an entire month either of a loss or break even. So this has been tested now from 2020, and our profit is roughly 100% every year, which is approximately 10%, 8 to 10% every month, which is amazing with a prop firm. So we have 6% drawdown or 10% relative drawdown. So that might have been a problem at some point. However, if it only happens once, you'll just have to restart the process, which is just kind of how it works, unless you reduce your risk even more so and go for, I don't know, change this to 0.18 just to try and compensate for that, because we are trying to use the history to try and figure out how successful our system will be in the future. It doesn't guarantee that these are the results that we will be achieving, but it does give you a very good chance of achieving those. And the best part is it's automatic. It does everything by itself. You just put it on and forget about it. So I'm going to keep doing testing. If you do some testing, please share those results. It would be very helpful. If we work together, it's going to be an amazing product. And once it does get all polished and goes on retail, then you don't have to buy it, right? And it's going to be open source, so you can change the code. You can mess around with it however much you like. If you download it, it's going to be yours. No one's going to take it away from you. There's no expiration or license or whatever. There's no funny business. It's open source. So yeah, you can change all of the settings. You can do your own optimization, but yeah, you can share it with friends and see if you get these results. I have put the binary options project on hold right now because it needs a lot more work than I have been anticipating. So at the end of the day, there's a lot that needs to be considered. Something that I can't really cover in a video, I can maybe cover it in a live stream at some point, and then just explain to you what all of the challenges are and limitations of trying to automate binary options, because there's a lot that needs to be considered. Thought I'd give you guys an update. I'm gonna do a bit more of a interesting video at some point about this once it's a bit more polished, but I thought if you want to get your hands on it so long and help me test it and figure stuff out, it is available. Link in the description. Thanks for watching. Have an awesome day, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye bye.